Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. We got some news once again in regards to a death that happened late. Apparently, unfortunately, it was late. But on September 6th, 2025, WALT HELMICK died. And Walt, for those of who are from West Virginia, you may know who Walt HELMICK was. He was the Commissioner of Agriculture of West Virginia. Not really a big major figure, but we will cover him since he does have a electoral history. He unfortunately passed away from cancer on September 20th, on September 6th. He ran for this election in 2012. He won, and unfortunately, well, I would say unfortunately, he's a Democrat after all. We won in 2016, ousting him, but it's unfortunate that he did pass away, and we mourn his loss and pray for the family of Walt HELMICK. So without a further moment ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be quite a simple video because, thankfully, everything's on Wikipedia, which is a blessing if you think about it. As you should know, West Virginia has their series of elections on presidential years. So obviously, the West Virginia Democrats have the benefit of increased turnout. And what we're seeing here, here's the results for Walt HELMICK. Yes, despite West Virginia overwhelmingly voting for Mitt Romney, Walt HELMICK ended up winning and keeping this Democratic seat, which was previously held in 2008. Blue. So this was the Commission of Agriculture. Keep in mind, West Virginia, although during this time, West Virginia Democrats were still pretty well known for their agriculture and advocacy for environmental rights and all that stuff. And they still are, but they're less interested in farming. And even with the current state of the Democratic Party in West Virginia right now, which is disappointing, but you'll see that we can actually pull up the 2012 results and see how the Republican did compared to like Barack Obama. So HELMICK actually won the state, unlike Barack Obama. Barack Obama is pretty unpopular in the state of West Virginia. Used to be a Democratic stronghold, not so much anymore. 62% Republican for Mitt Romney. All this area here, we'll compare it looking at this here. Yeah, we're looking down at the South here. Like I said, these are down south in southern West Virginia, a lot of registered Democrats. They strongly backed Mitt Romney. One over here, 70% for Mitt Romney. Oh, these counties, 60%. These are strong registered Democrats. And apparently in state elections, these residents, they will vote Republican in the federal level presidential elections. But when it comes to other races, they will gladly vote Democrat. Take a look at this county right here. Don't mind me, I do not know my West Virginia counties. But this county right here, 70% for HELMICK. And this county ended up voting for Mitt Romney by 60%. That's just huge. Now, there were other counties, like this county right here. This is probably Mitt Romney's best county, in the Panhandle. It ended up going more later in favor for his HELMICK's opponent, Kent Leonhardt. So, obviously, West Virginia is an interesting state to compare because I'm not sure it's still like this, but southern West Virginia, heavily Democratic. They just overwhelmingly vote Republican, though. You would never think that these counties down below, they were mostly Democrats. They are. They're more conservative, though. And seeing the current state of the Democratic Party today, I can guarantee you a lot of them are joining the GOP now. This is a massive flip to the right side. But they're more left on social issues. Like, I would imagine these counties right here would strongly back abortion. Maybe they support gun rights and all that stuff, but there would be very pro on the abortion side for sure, more on marijuana, etc. But this is, of course, Walt Helmick's performance. I mean, he barely won like 51%, but tell me, this map looks like in order to win West Virginia, you're going to have to ramp up a whole bunch of counties only to get up 51%. That's insane. I'm surprised that this College County right up here, I really need to pull up that county map. That county is relatively a moderate county. It's a college county. It's where they have a university. And as I remember specifically that Trump almost lost that county. It was about to go to Joe Biden. I want to believe that county barely voted for Trump in 2024 also. So it very is legitimate that this county will probably flip in a presidential election. But surprisingly, pretty conservative during 2012. Pull up that West Virginia map. That county, the most bluest county in the state of West Virginia, it's one of the most well-known counties, so that's why I'm pulling it up, because they're probably making fun of me. Yeah, it's Monongalia County, and it's more competitive because they have a university, okay? They have a university. Oh, this is 1912. We're all the way down here. Yeah, 50% for Trump, 46% for Harris. Trump barely won by over a point in 2020. It was relatively very conservative, actually, during 2012. So, should we all be shell-shocked? Well, I want to believe the liberals, of course, or there was just more liberal students going to that university. I don't know what it's called, but it is, of course, a college city. Yes, I think it's West Virginia University that is there. But obviously, even with West Virginia University, it's not really enough to make it go left wing. Yeah, it's here, right over here. So yeah, it's not enough for it to go leftward. But I had to point that out because it's interesting that I didn't know really. I thought it was still compatible. But I'll tell you, in 2012, things change. And that is, Walt Helmick loses by over 5 points. You saw a shift in southern West Virginia. A lot of them jumped ship, mainly for Trump. Okay, maybe for Trump, maybe against Hillary Clinton. Maybe they just couldn't stand the idea of voting for Democratic because Hillary Clinton was just so bad. We can actually pull up the 2016 map. Yes, you'll see it's already getting redder. These counties, 80%. Some of them, though, are still relatively Democratic. This county, 70% for Trump, voted for Helmick. Okay, you got these counties, 60%. Hilarious. This county voted 60% for Helmick while voting 70% for Trump. You'll see that a lot of Trump supporters are flexible on how they vote. So, yeah, it's kind of free for all, free roam. But yeah, even I think that Monongahela County could have been flipped. Well, here's the other thing. Buddy A. Guthrie was running as a libertarian. He picked up 10%, 10.31%. That's pretty good. So the areas in the lighter red are likely being picked up by Guthrie. Okay, those votes all scattered in light red, maybe some light blue. Mainly looking at these the big three blue counties right here, 60% Democratic. Not Democratic counties, they're very, very Republican, 60%. Yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily, it doesn't look like that Guthrie, whoever his name is, Guthrie actually took votes from this Appalachian area. So, yeah, obviously, he is, Mr. Walt Helmick was thrown out, and I would have to say that I think just West Virginia, like it or not, has gotten more redder over the course of 2012 to 2016. 68% in 2016, 62% in 2012. We can actually pull up a Jackson Jude map. We're doing a lot for a memorial video, which is not normal, but I think it's important. to see how this played out to Helmick's defeat. Because I do have to think, I really do think it had to play a lot with his presidential election. Yeah, this is huge. Like, comparing these two elections, I don't know, like, 68%. Part of the reason was why it's solid, because Democrats went from 35%, dipped all the way down to 26%. In other words, the margin is wider, okay? The margin is wider. Although Republican Donald Trump improved the Republican performance compared to Mitt Romney by like 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 6 points. Barack Obama's performance for Democrats compared to Hillary Clinton, she underperformed Barack Obama by a lot. It's not because Donald Trump picked up. No, it's because of the third parties, right? The third parties had to do a lot with just also libertarian. You also have the Mountain Party, by the way, guys. That's the big Green Party, the left-wing political party. The Green Party 2.0 in West Virginia. The Marijuana Party now in West Virginia. That is very left-wing, as you can clearly see. They picked up 0. Honestly, 0. Actually, no. This was 1.13. That did contribute to that loss. And also, libertarians probably backed Democrats probably backed Gary Johnson. But you also have this here. I'm looking at the results, but it's mainly 3.22%. Looking at the net loss for Clinton compared to Obama's performance is a little too big. Like, Clinton lost way more, like 9 points. Half of that was a libertarian and the Mountain Party, but I would say that was 2%. But yes, that had to play a lot with Helmick's defeat. And I'm sure Helmick thought Hillary Clinton was going to win. I think obviously, if he was smart, he would have wanted Hillary Clinton to win. And I think he is smart, not trying to insult him. He probably wanted Hillary Clinton to win that presidential election, and with the steam and that momentum that they claim she was going to get. Mostly because that's going to play a role in his election. He managed to win because Republicans didn't sweep the state as much as they're doing right now. But obviously he should have known that, Republicans in the state of West Virginia was from 2012 to 2008. They gained a lot. Like a lot. 13% swing to the right. So, honestly, I think Helmick just lucked out really good in 2012, excuse me, because Obama carried counties in West Virginia. And that's actually since the last time Democrats will ever carry counties, unless some Democrat wins Monongahela County in 2028. We can officially say it will be 20 years since Democrats carried a county in West Virginia. It's just devastating, but I know I try to fill up the void, the open spots, because Walt Helmick is an unknown figure by a lot of people. I've never heard of him, but he does have an electoral history. He qualifies to be studied and to be honored on this series, and we offer our condolences and we offer up our sorrows and our prayers for him and his family. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts about Walt Helmick? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.